Hola fellas, aquí les traigo un video completamente subtitulado al español de Ultra Vegito. Podrás encontrar todos los links del creador de este contenido en la descripción del video. Y ahora, disfruta.
I told you, Vegito. You have no idea what the rest of Zeus's creations are capable of. Tread lightly, you inferior Saiyan. How did he just do that to Cronoa? So our story continues with the stunning reintroduction of Ardos, who had come not only to deal with the god killer now that Zeus was absent, but just moments earlier had done the unthinkable, resisting elder god Cronoa's time freeze and even knocking her away into the distance like she were nothing to him. This mysterious third son of Zeus. And eagerly now looking at Vegito with his head tilted forward like a predator on the wait to pounce. Cockily, Ardos would continue. You see now, God Killer. Not even time itself will stop me. No elder god, no plot armor. King was only father's first creation. Only the beginning of what terrors I will make you experience for upsetting him. And with that said, Ardos would then menacingly begin walking forward, his bare feet creating more and more pressure in the environment with each step. This guy, who knows what he can do if he got rid of Cronoa that easy? And Vegito, visibly disturbed, taken off his usual confidence, would immediately then raise his hands unsure at all about just how he would fare, even while transformed, against this mysterious foe. 2 back-to-back fights with Zeus's warriors. My energy I lost using those elder eyes still hasn't recovered. Zeus, get your old ass out here! And as Ardos would approach, the god killer's instinct would be more heightened than ever until... Not one, but both Ardos and Vegito now would be left stunned, stopping both their movements instantly like they were frozen, neither not quite sure what was going on. But slowly, Vegito's eyes would peer down and... What? Below the two of them, a strange symbol, splashed in what looks like blood itself, would appear out of nowhere. The kind of symbol that could only be an elder hieroglyph. This is that witch again! Doesn't she learn? These things don't work on me anymore! But just as Ardos would try to break free of this time ability again, he would stare at his hand and notice something was off. My hand! As in a fraction of a second, it would rapidly begin aging, wrinkling and crumpling inwards to a decrepit, elderly grasp. What is this? Stop it! Stop it now! The horrors, though, would continue as his whole body would be facing the same rapid aging, like time was moving forward solely for his body and his body alone, from old to now ancient in a flash, as from the smoke of where elder god Cronoa was struck, a female silhouette would be seen getting up casually. My oh my, to think he would strike me My dear boy Ardos, I had always assumed the first son of Zeus I would kill would be Akobel, but it seems you will have that honor now. You will be an example for all these lowly pawns not to ever think you can fight against those who ascended above all. As staring forward with her crimson red eyes now adorned by the infinity symbol. Help me! But now truly a husk, barely even a living thing, this leathery mess that was Ardos now would fall straight to his knees, leaving Vegito now able to move, but still just staring down in bemusement, before almost feeling sorry for the warrior, commenting, "Horrible! Cronoa turned me into a baby! I should have known she could do something like this too! What a terrible way to die! Whatever he did earlier, it seems I won't get the chance to ask how he did it. But either way, it doesn't seem to work on this hieroglyph." Ardos, no point asking for help now. You struck me. Now you will pay the price. You're so very lucky. It's even taking this long. Had you been a mortal, you would have aged 100 years and into dust in seconds. But unfortunately, because you are the son of Zeus, I'm having to age you tens of thousands of years every second. A waste of my divine energy. But worth it to see scum like you suffer. To think you thought you could ever have been an elder god with your disrespect. But just as Ardos would begin breathing his final breaths, the elder hieroglyph on the floor would begin to dismantle abruptly. What happened? What? There is no way. The elder glyph is breaking? Zeus, is he back? As now it would be both Vegito and Cronoa standing lost for words in this up and down roller coaster of a situation. It's gone! Ardos, how are you doing this? As soon the remnants of the glyph would now be rising up all around Vegito and Ardos, the god killer only able to suspect Zeus' son as once again being the counter to Cronoa. This cannot be, Ardos! I refuse to believe it! Someone else is interfering! But who? There! As soon enough, Cronoa would get her answer of who could possibly have now stopped her most elite time ability. As up in the sky, an unknown fighter would be levitating in watch. Can you adults behave for even 1 second? How embarrassing. As up in the sky would be the same hooded figure that had interrupted Vegito before, stopping him from fighting Lucif early, now stopping Ardos' defeat also, his hand outstretched, hardly looking like he had placed much effort into stopping an elder god's abilities. I'm coming back! As Ardos in response rapidly would begin returning back to his normal self, all of Cronoa's attack being reversed immediately, much to the relief of the warrior of Zeus. Cronoa, that was too close. That damn witch! As once fully returned to normal, muscle structure and all, on his knees, Ardos would look like he had ironically been blessed by a god. When Zeus hears about this, Cronoa, you will pay! Your whole team would have been erased if you destroyed me! Getting up shakily until... And you, God Killer! This is not over! You will not be protected forever! Watch your back! As utterly furious with a mixture of embarrassment and rage, veins would spontaneously appear all over Ardos's now plump red face. Until just like that, clearly wanting to avoid any more dances with death, Ardos would vanish away quickly back to where he came from. Silly punk! Annoying Cronoa, as she would realize he had missed her chance to lay down the ultimate punishment for injuring her. Oh no! But talking of injury, suddenly it would seem more would come the Elder God's way, as feeling a sharp pain, a line of blood would then be seen coming down her nose. As she unceremoniously would then fall to her knees, like her energy was being zapped away, huffing and puffing, as she would let out... Using that much energy on the Elder Hieroglyph has taken its toll. Seems my body isn't quite as young and fit as it used to be. So, these Elder Gods do have some drawbacks. As the always on the alert and analytical Vegito would be quick to notice and think silently. But with danger seemingly averted, Vegito would then return to base. When looking up to the sky, he would take notice of the hooded figure, also just lamenting, Him again. Seems Green Seraphim wasn't the only surprise he had. Just another fighter that could be a big problem for me. But regardless of these thoughts, the God Killer wouldn't exactly be afraid to make a second confrontation, as he would then fly straight up towards the figure, coming up face to face, before he would then ask, You're full of tricks, aren't you? You going to just keep following me around, or are you going to tell me who you are? I need to know how you even did that. How did you stop an Elder God's technique? To which the smirking mystery figure would respond, With power, of course. Power you uniquely should have, just like Ardos and I. Perhaps you've forgotten where you came from, Mr. Devil. Devil? This final line leaving Vegito confused, yearning for more information. But before he could even get this information, the figure would just begin dissipating himself, turning into a flock of black crows, just saying finally, All will be revealed in due time. Prepare your fighters. I have a feeling I will be facing them very soon. This exchange now leaving the God Killer in a mess of thoughts, but one thing was for certain, he definitely needed to prepare the rest of his fighters for opponents like this, and about to constrict both. training, I see. Yes. Ultimately, though, with no way to stop themselves, eventually, a presence would begin to become visible from within inside. Too weak. All of you are far too weak. 3 clowns. Light work for us, Kakarot.